I'd like to say I'm very happy and proud to be a member of this community. As a longtime motorcyclist, it's nice to be part of a crew. I've never been a Hell's Angel or any of them other clubs, so to have one that won't get you put in jail is pretty awesome. Not as awesome as that, but not as awesome as that either. So yeah, my name's Jason, and I've been riding motorcycles since I was 9 years old. I've been obsessed with them since I was about 4. And this is 37 and 38. I've owned Hayabusa, the first year in 05 Speed Triple, 85 Kawasaki Eliminator, 99 ZX6R. My first bike ever was a 69 CB160 that was giant for me. I was 9 years old. And tip it over in my field, and it would sit there until my big brother came and helped me pick it up. Then after that I moved on to 80cc Yamaha MXs and things of that nature. And yeah, pretty awesome to be part of the biggest selling machine, marketing machine in the world. We definitely live in a different time. A few little tips I'd like to give people. You know, I'm not a big fan of water on my bikes. After every ride, I wipe the wheels down, clean the chain, lube the chain. Usually my rides are at least a couple hundred miles, and that's about the maximum ride I do. So that's pretty good, I found. I mean, I just got rid of that CBR. It had 8,900 miles on it, and the chain and sprockets were literally like new. I adjusted it when I first got it, and it stayed the same thereafter. And I never, wheelied it or smacked the gears or anything like that that's going to destroy a gearbox. I don't care what kind of bike you have, I've seen it. Sooner or later they will give out. There's a lot of power for them to handle. You ride them smart, they pretty much last forever. Definitely, as far as waxes and stuff go, I like to use just about everything on the market, and I like to try everything on the market. Those are my fuels over there, non-ethanol. I like the Marvel Mystery Oil. This Lucas stuff seems to work pretty good. But hands down, this stuff here, K100, most amazing stuff for a motorcycle or any type of engine you could ever dream of. This stuff here is a winter formula, so the butanes and stuff that get added and strip the protective qualities from gases get added back into it with that winter formula. It's an octane boost, water remover, cleans the engines, and it's noticeably better than just about any other product out there. You're going to want to get some decent stands so you can pick your bike up so it's easy to maintain the chains, wheels, things like that, cleaning. And also pushing off. When you start your bike, definitely let it get up to temperature, 160 degrees or so, I'd say is safe. And that's even after it's, you stopped at a store or restaurant for a half hour, hour. You know, let the bike run and let the oil get worked up through it. And when you pop it in gear for the first time, roll it ahead a couple inches just under your own power so everything starts to mesh together, because when the bike's rolling, you know, first to second and so on, it works that way. And I found that you don't get that clank or wheel spin when you first engage it. And there are some bikes I've ridden, like Victories especially, sometimes they won't even go into gear initially without that little push, and that makes all the difference. So, like I said, I'm happy to be part of this community and give anybody any helpful hints, and I certainly have appreciated all the advice that I've gotten in the past, and put it to good use, and you're going to have a hell of a lot better riding career. I know you want to see him again. That's a 14 ZX10. Even by today's standards, I mean, they compared a 2012 model that didn't have this electric Öhlins. The gearbox wasn't quite as big. You know, a few little changes. And the weight was like 417 dry and 436.7 wet. And that's very comparable to within a few pounds of that new R1, which is supposed to be the cat's ass. And I'm sure it is an incredible bike, but I don't really care for the looks of it that much, and it's, you know, kind of this and that. So certainly competitive bikes, but the fact that that bike is still competitive with it being compared to a 2012 model in the newest motorcyclist magazine, that really blew me away. And also I found out, buying this bike and that bike, Kawasaki's given a track day for each one of them if you buy that Z or any Ninja. And I'm not sure what other bikes qualify, but that also blew me away, and that was after the fact that I had bought them. I bought this one back in March, and of course I live in Vermont, so I've got to ride it. It's got 1,250 miles on it now. Couldn't be happier with the bike. I mean, the oil changes in both of them are phenomenally easy. The CBR I had before, I mean, you had to be almost a magician to make the plastic go back in place, and you had to take the plastic off. And same with the old R1, you know, that looks like kind of a pain in the ass, and I changed the oil a lot and stuff. You know, I use this Motul. These oils here, I got a few of them, as you can see, because you can't be without a good oil. And these bikes don't have any of this in it yet. This bike has been changed twice. The initial break-in, I did it again with the regular mineral oil, you know, not semi-synthetic or anything. And I just changed it with the 5100 Motul, which is a semi-synthetic, which I thought would be a nice blending period for maybe the rest of the year. And then this stuff will go in it. Now with this bike, I actually just got today from my favorite dealership this Yamalube stuff and a new Cowie filter. Normally I'll run either a Wix or Napa filter, which is the same thing. They're made by Wix, Napa filters are. This is for my lawnmower, that's nothing. But K&N is what I use because it has that nice, this one here is actually a polished chrome one, and it's got that nice 17 millimeter bolt, which if your filter's in a pain in the ass spot, comes in real handy. So that's the wisdom I have for you for tonight. Got a little anal about getting some footage and decided to talk because I don't have a decent camera. But if this is somewhat successful, I'll certainly invest in a good one, and I'll get all the tips from all the pros on how to use it. That is cool. Yeah, this little thing here, that's so the sun doesn't beat on your fluids and break it down, you know, if it's sitting out in the parking lot or whatever. To see a bike outside when it's, you know, not being used is almost a sin in my book. You know, they're too perfect of a machine to not really respect. Pretty much anything too. I mean, every bike's got its strong points, and they're all bikes.